Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wrestling Rundown, episode 201. I'm Owen the Birdman Finch, and I'm here with...
Chris.
Yeah, I'm back on the Wrestling Rundown now, and I'm not even making that big of a deal about it, so whatever. I took a break at, the worst possible time. I mean, it wasn't my decision, it just happened, because we were literally 2 episodes away from 200, and all of a sudden, I was off, and I missed episode 200. It's not my fault I missed it. It just that type of stuff happens. So,
Everything came crashing down and it hurt inside.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna talk, but today we're gonna spend the time talking about all the things going on in AEW and Impact right now, since they kind of have a connection a little bit right now.
And a prediction for Hard to Kill.
Yeah, we're gonna stop. We're not gonna go through everything that's going on throughout the past year. That will be an aftershock corner thing. But we're gonna talk about. We're gonna go from December 2nd, winter is coming, to now. But we're not gonna go over every little thing that happened. So AEW Doc won't be included. We're not gonna talk about 2 hours of squash matches and one good match.
Please God no. Please God no.
Someday we will, but not today.
Please God no.
Yeah, let's talk about what's been going on in AEW lately. Well, we start with the biggest storyline that's going on both promotions because it ties in. So, yeah, Kenny Omega won the AEW World Championship from Jon Moxley. He's the first one that's pinned Jon Moxley. I think since he's left WWE, has he lost a match at all since he left WWE? I don't think he has.
No, I think he was defeated.
Because I think technically he lost the IWGP US title, but I don't think he lost it. He just couldn't get over to Japan.
Yeah, he got stripped of the title.
And then he just came back and won it. You know what's weird, though? They didn't strip him this time, and he wasn't there for, I don't know, almost 8 months, so it's really weird.
Yeah, it was I think they said it was 12 months or something like that. Yep. 10 months, something like that. It was fucking crazy. Because I think he appeared on Wrestle Kingdom last year.
Yep.
Against Lance Archer. And then he didn't appear again until that promo.
Because of that pandemic, yeah. So it's really weird that he was at Wrestle Kingdom and then he was on Dynamite. Wasn't Wrestle Kingdom fairly recently?
Yeah.
Then again, he wasn't on...
beginning of the month, I think.
Maybe he quarantined for 2 weeks then.
He was in... He was at the dojo. He wasn't in he didn't actually go to Japan. It was in the dojo in Los Angeles.
Gotcha. So that would have made sense because that's probably if he just traveled over here afterwards.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
he didn't actually go to Japan.
Yeah, but let's talk about the Kenny Omega. Moxley and Omega had the fantastic rematch. I obviously really love that match. They were supposed to, though. There was not supposed to be any outside interference. Kenny Omega signed a contract that said it was signed a gentleman's agreement, but that didn't happen because heels don't follow gentleman agreements.
Nope.
Moxley paradigm shift him through the into the fan or whatever. And then Don Callis went and checked on him, and then he threw the microphone to Kenny Omega. He hit him with the microphone. He hit 4 V-triggers in a row and then a one-win angel. And the knee was exposed and he won the AEW World Championship. Then afterwards, Kenny Omega said that they were going to give an explanation on Tuesday. And Alex Marvez was confused because he's like, wait a minute, Dynamite's on Wednesdays. And Don Callis like, well, we're going to Impact this week. And Alex Marvez was had a face like he's never heard of Impact before. And then, he showed up on Impact the next week, and the promo that he cut was very good. He got interviewed by Josh Matthews. It was really weird because on that show they were like, "Oh, this could happen at any time." I was like, "So is this gonna happen? Are they just gonna be mid-match?" It made me think of the halftime Heat match we were watching, where there could be a match going on, but then once the countdown clock ended, the match would stop. Is he gonna be mid-match and have to go backstage? But no, it was towards the end of the show. I don't know why they didn't just say that because I was waiting for it, and they kind of made me sad. I wanted to it would have been kind of funny if he had to get off commentary for that type of stuff. And then he got interviewed and they talk about how they're the ones that started history because John Callis was the one that booked a match between Omega and Jericho, and that's kind of what started the whole thing with AEW, because maybe Chris Jericho would have stayed in WWE, which, honestly, yeah, if that match never got booked, who knows what Dynamite would be. I mean, I'm assuming AEW still would have been a thing, but who knows how much AEW would have risen without Chris Jericho.
Yeah, for sure.
And then he talks about, like, Kenny Omega basically, like, implies that he possibly wants to get more gold, referencing the Impact World title and stuff. He's basically there because he's going to do whatever he wants to do. And that promo they cut was pretty damn great. Then they went back to Dynamite. The next day, they cut the same exact promo, like almost word for word. It was really weird.
Very odd.
I mean, yeah, I didn't hate the promo or anything. I just didn't need to see it twice.
Yeah. Saw it twice. There was maybe 3 words that were changed.
Yeah, maybe 3 words.
Promo. Yeah. Other than that, it was cut and paste. It was the same exact promo from Tuesday to Wednesday.
Yep. And then he actually was on Impact, not this exclusive event, but the one before that. I think it was Final Resolution. He was actually on that show, sort of. He was trying to talk into Machine Gun Carl Anderson and bring back the old tournament, Carl Anderson from 2012, that guy. Which he did, he went up and beat Ethan Page, and everyone was questioning, whether or not it was because of Kenny Omega that he had that new fire underneath him. So then they went back to Impact. He had a match with Chris Sabin because the Motor City Machine Guns and the Good Brothers are scheduled to have a future World Tag Team title match. Omega tried to hype up, Carl Anderson again. And there's been a thing going on, too, where, like, Rich Swann's not really being seen as, like, a world champion. He can't even go out, like, to the parking lot and park where, like, the world champion normally parks because the bus is in the way and all that type of stuff. Yeah. Poor guy. Like, he retired and then came back and won the title. He can't even park where he wants to park. Like,
he can't park. He's not allowed.
And then it led to the match, and Anderson won by cheating. So everyone was kind of like, what the hell? You're supposed to be a babyface here, and you're cheating. And then, Omega was watching the match from, like, his bus. And I forget exactly what happened. I think, he heard, like, Rich Swann say something to him about him. So it kind of got Kenny Omega mad. So it was like, I think it's time for the champ now to do what he wants. So it led to, like, a backstage, like, attack where Gallows, Anderson, and Omega all attacked the Motor City Machine Guns and Rich Swann. And Omega hit, like, I think Swann off the head with a wet floor sign. And afterwards, they did the whole thing where they did the Bullet Club symbol and all that type of stuff. And Don Callis made a 6-man tag team match for Hard to Kill. It's going to be Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers versus Rich Swann and Motor City Machine Guns. But that's pretty damn exciting, to see the Bullet Club reform. How many times have we seen the Bullet Club reform? Like, we've seen it like 3 times in WWE, and then we've seen it happen here.
They've a lot.
And then then it led to Impact the next night. Nothing really happened. I think, like, Omega just, like, beat Joey Janela in, like, a street fight. And then Rey Fenix wanted a title match because he got he was pulled from the tournament because of an injury, so he feels like he should get a world title match, and that's exactly what happened. And then nothing happened the next week, right? Because that was the tribute show, and they didn't really do anything. And then last week, Swann and the Motor City Machine Guns tried to go to the bus and attack Omega and the Good Brothers. They did, like, a funny thing where they were, like, talking about all the gold that they had, and Don Callis was, like, showing a picture saying, maybe if I get that championship gold, I can have gold along with you. And then Omega and the Good Brothers, like, attacked him in the parking lot. And then the next night, John Moxley did, like, I liked Moxley's reaction where, like, he was like, he's still mad about what happened, but he's kind of moving on from it. But now he just wants to kick Kenny Omega's ass and all that type of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I have some breaking news.
What's up?
Due to unavoidable circumstances, Moose will be replacing Alex Shelley in the main event.
So now, so now it's Moose.
So no Alex Shelley. It's Moose.
Do we know why yet?
Impact Wrestling executive Vice President Scott D'Amore said, when we got the news from Alex, there's no question that what we needed to do. Extraordinary circumstances call for extraordinary measures. I guess it's, I don't know if it's COVID related.
Yeah.
Moose replaces Saban's Motor Machine Gun's partner, Alex Shelley, who informed Impact Wrestling late last night that due to unavoidable circumstances, he would not be able to travel to Nashville for Hard to Kill.
That sucks.
So the whole fucking match changes now.
Yep. Well, that kind of adds a new dynamic to it, because I'll talk about it in a second then, because now we're going to talk about other things that kind of leads up to it. Huh?
Now that puts a whole wrench into it now.
Yeah, but it adds like a bit of a... I wonder if I refresh Wikipedia now, if it will...
I just checked Wikipedia and it's changed.
Yeah.
That's a bit odd. But yeah, I guess I don't know what it's related to. Obviously, they're probably not going to say.
Yeah.
But that puts a whole new wrinkle into this match now.
Yeah. But yeah, because let's talk... I'll finish talking about what I was... I'll finish talking about what I was talking about first. Then the club got together after Omega retained the title against Phoenix, which was a 5-star caliber match. That was awesome.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
The only problem I have is with not the finish, but like Phoenix clearly had his shoulder up after the one win.
Oh my god, I was so pissed. I was like, his shoulders up, and they even freaking brushed over it on commentary.
Yeah,
you're like, oh, the move like that, his shoulder might come up. Yeah, it's a kick out. That's what it's called.
Usually they try to
1-2 kick out.
Usually they try to cover that up, but I guess maybe there was no way to cover that up. Like he should have said he had his shoulder up a second too late or something like that. We probably still be mad about it, but at least they would have attempted to cover it up. There was no attempt right there. Nothing. Just
there was no attempt to even cover it up. It was 1-2 kick out.
I can't say though. It is a bit.
It happens.
I think Ray Phoenix fucked up a little bit. Maybe he realized he wasn't supposed to kick out and did it anyways. But if
he wasn't, I don't think he was supposed to kick out. But for them to not even for them to be oh, it happens when this move is hit.
Yeah.
So what are you telling me? Everyone kicks out of it now. Everyone gets their shoulder up.
So technically, if you think about it, when they say no one's kicked out of the one win angel, I guess technically no one could say that now, because technically Phoenix is the first one to do it.
Phoenix did. They didn't even care about it.
Yeah. Then Moxley came out because, Omega was going to beat down Phoenix some more. And this ties in because Eddie Kingston, Butcher, and the Blade beat down Pac and Pentagon Jr., so they couldn't come down and make the save. Moxley came out and had a barbed wire baseball bat and hit Omega with it, and he was just gonna destroy Kenny Omega. But the Good Brothers came out and made the save. They did the invasion angle, which was awesome. I thought that was great. And the Unbox came out what the hell are you doing right here? After they beat down Moxley and some of the crowd members who are posing as wrestlers and all that type of stuff. The Unbox finally were upset about it, but then eventually they did the whole click, thin, the too sweet, and that's how the show went off the air. That was an awesome way to end the show. And then this doesn't tie in as much now, but then on Impact this week, Rich Swann defeated Carl Anderson, and afterwards they had an awful brawl backstage where
Jesus Christ, was that awful?
Yeah, it was bad. And then this week, Omega it was advertised that the Elite was supposed to team up to face some, we didn't really know at the time, but now we found out it was the Varsity not the Varsity Villains, the Varsity Blondes or whatever the new name is now.
Yeah, Varsity Blondes.
And some other guy, I don't remember his name because I don't think I've seen him on Dark yet from where I'm at, but apparently he's got a lot of potential, even though he took the fall in the match. He's got a lot of potential.
There.
And it was supposed to be the Elite, and I really I figured this was gonna happen like before I saw it, but I like the way they did it, where like Don Callis was like, look, let's come out separately because typically the Elite come out together. It's like let you have your moment, and we'll let Kenny Omega have his moment. So he's gonna introduce. We think it's gonna be the Young Bucks. He says, Kenny Omega's best friends, the tag team champions, but instead it's Gallows and Anderson, the Good Brothers. I actually like this because technically we did get the match that was advertised because technically Gallows and Anderson are in the Elite pretty much. So we did get the Elite. What was really weird, but what was also really weird about it though, it's backstage like the Young Bucks were like, "What the hell about it?" That was fine, but Tony Khan, who's like supposed to be like the guy running the show, just let that happen. He just let that slide. He just looked at the cameras and all that type of stuff and was like, what the fuck? Like, he didn't do anything about it. He just sat there and,
with a stupid look on his face.
Yup. So I don't know what happened there. I don't know what. Maybe because, they were already there, so he was just like, yeah, whatever, just let that happen. Let that happen. We'll just maybe because, why he'll buy advertising he's going to buy advertising and advertise his product. He's going to say something about it in those paid ads. He's going to say something about that. Damn well better.
They're fucking hilarious.
We'll talk about those in a second. Yeah, but then obviously Omega and the Good Brothers won. The only problem I had with it was it should have been more of a squash. It should not have been as 50-50 as that. I know it kind of was but there should have I don't know, I think this is one of the things like Kenny Omega doesn't get, when to do a squash and when to have a competitive match. Yeah. Because I remember way back when before Alan Angels joined the Dark Order, before we even knew who he was, he had a competitive match against him. And it was the match was good, but you're supposed to be a main eventer and you're having a competitive. Think about Brock Lesnar having a competitive match with Primo or something. I know that just wouldn't work.
Christ.
Maybe that was or I'll do a bet. Think about Roman Reigns having a competitive match with trying to think of who's really. Kurt Hawkins. Well, I know he's not signed right now, but think about that. That wouldn't make sense at all.
The most professional wrestler.
All right, we'll do Zack Ryder then. Zack Ryder. There you go.
The not professional wrestler.
Bobby Lashley and I remember the Viking Raiders couldn't even have a competitive match, and that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because they're both. So I'm just saying, Kenny Omega should have, this match should have been a squash, and whatever match was at, whatever match, they made no sense that Miro and Chuck Taylor, Miro basically destroyed Chuck Taylor, and yet the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega couldn't even destroy these guys.
Yeah.
It also didn't make sense if you think about it, because they weren't even preparing to face these guys. They were preparing to face the Elite. How did they, if you were prepared to face somebody else and found out you were facing somebody else instead, it's not going to be it shouldn't have been that 50-50. It should have been just a squash. Then again, though, no one. Then again, if they probably wouldn't have added the match to the Miro match, they probably would have added more time to the Britt Baker waiting room segment. So maybe.
Oh God, please no, please.
Maybe we better be careful what we ask for. So.
Nope, I want none of that.
And then afterwards, though, Moxley came out to attack him. I thought they were going to do something exciting, where Rich Swann and the Motor City Machine Guns were going to come out because he took so long to get to the win. I thought something was coming, but he just got into the win and attacked him. But maybe that was supposed to happen, but because of this situation that just happened now with Alex Shelley, maybe they had to call for a backup plan.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to really rant against it because since we just found out this information.
It's nothing you could really do. It's just literally it just came out 20 minutes ago.
Yep. And then So then instead, the Lucha Bros and Pac. Well, I think it was just the Lucha Bros actually, no Pac. He was busy. Came out and made the save, and I think that's gonna set up like a pretty damn exciting 6-man tag with like John Moxley and the Lucha Bros versus the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega, which will be awesome. And the Young Bucks are trying to calm everybody down. And then the Lucha Bros just came and
kicked in.
Huh?
They got their fucking faces kicked in.
Yep. And
cave the fuck in. Next time you're gonna see the Young Bucks, they're gonna have a boot mark on their face.
And a cave. Says it's caved in.
In a cave.
So
in a cave, baby.
Yep. So yeah, I'm interested to see what's going on with the Young Bucks because they've been acting very heelish lately. I'm pretty interested. I'm interested in all this type of stuff. And now we're gonna talk about the new, because now that Moose is in the match, we're gonna wonder what the dynamic's gonna be like with, because Rich Swann and Moose have had some problems lately. Because Moose thinks that claims that he's the real world champion because he's got the old TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
The old tits and ass championship.
Yep. And then Moose wants an Impact World title match, and Moose just took out Rich Swann's friend Willie. I really love this I Quit match, by the way. With Moose and I don't know if you saw it. It was Moose and Willie Mack. They had an awesome I Quit match, and I really liked the finish because Moose was gonna I don't know if they recapped it on Impact. I don't think they did. He was gonna take a chair. Yeah, he was gonna take a chair and he put it over Willie Mack's throat. He was gonna hit it with the chair, and Rich Swann came out. And he's like, "Come on, man, that's too far. It's enough." And then Moose demanded that Rich Swann gave him an Impact World Championship match. Or else he would do it. So Rich Swann agrees, and then that makes Moose quit, which I kind of like it because even though Willie Mack won the match, Moose won something big. He won a TNA World, not an Impact World title match. I got to make sure I get that right now. He's the TNA World Champion. So
yeah.
I really like that a lot though, because it's like, it's something that they haven't done before in an I Quit match. So I really hope it doesn't lead to like Willie Mack like turning heel, because I have a feeling that's the direction they're gonna go. Like Rich Swann will retain the belt, and then Willie Mack will cost him the belt, because I just think that really wouldn't make sense to me, because like if the guy didn't come down there, his career would have been over anyway. He's probably gonna say like, I've had to take so much ass. I don't know. Just Willie Mack won't work as a heel to me. He's just not a heel. So
yeah. But I can see them going in that direction too, which is weird.
Well, it would just be weird because literally, if the guy didn't come down there, Moose would have ended his career. Like,
just save his friend.
Yeah, I guess you can't save your friends anymore. Like what? I'm gonna save your life, and then you're gonna turn heel on me, being like, I shouldn't have even been in that position to begin with. Like,
exactly. I want to be like Kona.
Oh, you're like Kona Reeves?
I want to be just like him, not getting saved.
That'd just be weird. So Willie Mack would be the guy that doesn't want to be saved, and Kona Reeves is the guy that wants to be saved. It's just really weird. I can't make jokes about it because he hasn't turned heel. Once he turns heel, I'm making that joke though. So,
what if he just never does?
Then we wouldn't have to have that conversation. So, and then you'll be mad about it, being like, so you've had to take an ass kicking for this guy, and you're not gonna do nothing about it. He shouldn't. That's what friends are for. Willie Mack can save him. So, no, but that's all the stuff That's all the stuff that's going on, like in the main event scenes, pretty much of Impact and what do you think of all this stuff? Do you like it? Do you hate it, or is it just thumbs in the middle?
I hate all of it. Every bit of it.
Every second of it.
Not even 1 second of it. Like, I'm just kidding. I love it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I love the work relationship.
Yep.
I love the fact that Tony Khan shows up now every week on Impact, and Tony Schiavone and tells you how much Impact sucks dick.
Yep.
Fantastic.
I love we should talk about the commercials. I love the one, not this one, but the last one they did. Well, like, it was like right after Christmas, and Tony Khan's like, I'm using my $100 my grandma or something gave me for Christmas for this ad right here. Like,
Or this week was hilarious because Tony Schiavone's like, once you get on a real network,
Yup.
that fucking I was dying.
I love the one where like Tony Khan was even talking. I don't know which one it was, where he was talking about like, "What, you on Impact for a while?" I was like, "Yeah," and then I lasted like one show, pretty much. He said like
he did last one show.
it's like he didn't want to talk about it.
It was like 2002.
Yeah.
It was like at the beginning of Impact or beginning of 03. And he showed up for one show and talked shit to Paul Bearer. And then Vince Russo came out and they brought him and they were going to talk, brought him to the back and they were going to talk about something. And then he never appeared again. Just one episode.
Yeah.
One segment. That's it.
I even love like I like how they throw jabs and like, you know, Kenny, I could sue you for showing up with our title, but you're actually helping us out. Like I just love it. That's so great.
I feel like there's a shot at WWE, and that really like,
yep.
That really like soured me a little bit on that. I was like, really?
Well, I like
I hate the constant jabs.
I love the one of the times when SCU was like they advertised an SCU match and like, what, these guys on Impact a while ago and all that type of stuff. Like, oh, it's cool. I even love this week on Dynamite when they were advertising their pay-per-views, like, and they didn't get the name right. And like, oh, what is that? Like, it's great.
It took them like to the end of the show to say that Impact had a pay-per-view.
Yep. Yeah, they're fantastic. Now the question we have to ask ourselves is, you know, because obviously it's not just going to be Kenny Omega that shows up on an Impact show. Are they going to get like? I mean, the problem is with Impact, like it won't really get the pop because there's nobody there. There's no crowd.
It's just weird.
I am going to give someone like a bit of advice. Don't watch Impact and Dynamite back to back because it is not going to feel the same because you're going to watch a show with a crowd versus a show with nobody there. So, but I'm wondering if like Moxley's going to show up on like an Impact show or the Lucha Bros, which would be kind of cool because they were there more recently than he was. So
yeah. Well, Moxley hasn't been on fucking Impact in like 10 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because like the Lucha Bros, it'd be kind of cool if the Lucha Bros showed up because you know, they were there like right before they signed with AEW, pretty much. But yeah. I'm pretty into it. Like I like the partnership that they have, you know, with Impact and AEW. I think it's really good. It's tough to say like with the pandemic, would they have this partnership because you know, they'd be traveling and stuff. You could clearly tell though that Omega, all of the stuff you see with Omega was filmed like with like one take when he was actually there because he hasn't actually come out to the arena and done anything yet. So I'm pretty sure he's wearing the same outfits because that might be a sign. So
yeah.
Omega, I don't have an issue with it. It's just something I know. It's just something I noticed. So
yeah, something I noticed too. Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about other stuff. Let's talk about other stuff.
The opened up button down shirt.
Yep. But let's talk about other stuff that's going on, and we'll do Impact since you know they're the ones that have the pay-per-view. They get more. We'll just go through the card, give our predictions for stuff.
Do the predicts right now?
Yeah, why not? Like, it's not. Yeah, we have Brian Myers versus. It's announced to be on like the countdown show. It's gonna be Brian Myers versus
Which makes me laugh.
Yep, it's Brian Myers versus Josh Alexander. You know, this match obviously happened like on Impact like I think like almost a month ago now, where Ethan Page or the Karate Man you know, interfered in the match and caused a DQ. So Josh Alexander and Brian Myers are gonna have a rematch to see settle who really the better man is. They said it says it's a singles match, but on Impact they said it was supposed to be no DQ. So I don't know if they like if it is a singles match or not. But whatever. If it is, it is. So if it is, cool. If it isn't, I don't think the stipulation is really gonna change anything. I think they'll just use like a chair or something, and that's it. So, yeah, I'm gonna say like Brian Myers wins. They seem like they want to do something with him, and he's the most professional wrestler ever. He can't lose. Like what happens then? That's the end of that. So, who do you say wins this match? Josh Alexander or Brian Myers?
The most professional wrestler.
Yup.
Brian, Kurt Hawkins, Myers.
Yup. Then we have an intergender tag match with Rosemary and Crazy Steve versus Tenille Dashwood and Caleb with a K. You gotta make sure you get that right. It's with a K, not with This is just Caleb Conley, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Caleb Conley.
Whatever happened, by the way, with that situation with FTO? Did they try to sue FTO like for using Forever the Revolt? I'm guessing that.
Yeah, that's why they dropped the name. The Revolt or whatever whatever the fuck they were gonna call themselves.
Can't call themselves. Yeah, but this feud comes from Tenille Dashwood like try to recruit Rosemary to like be a tag team partner or whatever it was gonna be. I don't know. She didn't really go into detail about it. She just basically said if another door opens. I mean, that's basically what the implication was, but Rosemary just wasn't having any of it, so it led to a match this week where Crazy Steve got involved and, helped her win because he's crazy. I do like the connection that they have, because obviously they were they were like a tag team together with Abyss. I forget the name of the tag team off the top of my head right now. Wasn't it like I forget, but they were a tag team together. I remember they like faced the Hardys and stuff. And like the K, yeah. They're basically reuniting here. I don't see. There's not a chance that Tenille Dashwood and Caleb with a K is winning this match. There's no way. Huh?
Yeah.
Let's see it happening. Like, the only way I could see it happening is if like. There's no way it could happen. I don't really see.
I just don't see it happening. It's definitely Rosemary and Crazy Steve are gonna win.
Yeah. I really like how Tenille Dashwood like went back to like the "It's All About Me" gimmick again. I think that's pretty damn funny. Like, that's like a theme song again. Huh?
Twice now she went back to that gimmick.
I don't know if it's really working or not. It's really weird.
She's like never on TV.
Yeah, because doesn't she doing something else in between? Like.
I don't even know what the fuck she's doing. I totally forgot about it.
I think we have the weirdest match on the whole show, though. Like, I know, like, Josh Matthews and Madison Rayne, who won't be doing commentary. It's going to be D'Lo Brown and Matt Striker now.
It's D'Lo and Matt Striker.
Which will be interesting.
Anything's better than Madison Rayne and Josh Matthews.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. It's also kind of awkward because they're married and they try to make it seem like they're not. So it's, like, really awkward. It's like one of those cases where I know too much. So,
yeah. Thank God it's done.
Yeah, Josh Matthews is gonna be like the head of like the TV thing, and then Madison Rayne. They said she's gonna make an announcement about that. I heard rumors like contract was up, so that's why she's leaving. But I don't know.
Good.
You don't want her there anymore, do you?
No, I can't stand her fucking voice.
No, but we have the weirdest match on the whole show. It's the Karate Man versus Ethan Page. The Karate Man's played by Ethan Page, which is why this match is so weird. This is clearly going to be a cinematic match. There's no way they can have this match not be a cinematic match. Apparently, like, Ethan Page developed this gimmick in Impact Warehouse, so that's why this gimmick's a thing now. And he's trying to like break this gimmick. He went crazy after he lost to Swaggle, who was doing a parody of AJ Styles. This is basically when he went insane. This is basically where he went insane. So he's gonna try to break his insanity and break like the hold that the Karate Man has over him. So that's why they're having this match. Yeah, this is clearly going to be a cinematic match. There's no way they can have this match not be a cinematic match. That would even be weird, too, though, because, like I see in TV shows, like, when they have, like, like someone like the actress pretend to be like a twin, and that even looks weird because you can clearly tell like they're both the same person, and they've like edited it, and it's just all weird.
Yeah.
So this is just gonna this is gonna be weird because they'll actually be like fighting with each other.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. It's gonna be weird.
Yeah, this is like this is clearly has to be a cinematic match. There's no way that it's not gonna be. I don't even know who to predict for this match because it's the same guy. So
Karate, I guess.
I'm gonna pick Ethan Page. I think he's gonna break. He's gonna break whatever the Karate Man has over him, and he's gonna finally go sane again. And maybe like this will make because clearly they're setting up the breakup of the North. So maybe like when he breaks the hold over him, he thinks he has, but then like he really hasn't. So it'll be like a thing where like Josh Alexander still wants nothing to do with him. I don't know who turns face from that because someone has to turn face and someone has to turn heel. And I thought at first it was gonna be Ethan Page, but it looks like I'm thinking it's gonna be Josh Alexander, but he's acting like a face in the feud with Brian Myers. So I don't know who turns face from that. So technically play. So I guess I guess I'm picking Ethan Page.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Karate Man.
Why are you picking the Karate Man? Just to be weird, or?
Because I think it's going to be a way to kill off the Ethan Page character because his contract's expiring.
So, but it's the same guy. So what, does the Karate Man come back?
Karate Man kills Ethan Page.
Yup.
Ethan Page done in Impact Wrestling.
Then what happens to the Karate Man then? Does he die too?
And the Karate Man just dies. So either way, they both die.
Somehow this is gonna be weirder than that swamp fight that happened with Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt. I don't know. They found a way. They found a way to make it weirder than that. So, yeah, just weird.
It's weird, very weird.
Yeah, this is the weirdest match I think. It's really weird because this is like we've lived in a world with like a Firefly Funhouse match, a Boneyard match, a swamp fight, whatever the Street Profits Viking Raiders thing was at Backlash. I don't even know what that was.
I forgot the thing.
It was a thing. There was some other cinematic match. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know what happens here. Like this would just be a weird match. I think that match is something I don't want to watch with a non-wrestling fan because I can't even explain it. So,
it's hard to explain.
Here's something that's very easy to explain: a Barbed Wire Massacre match with Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan. I'm really looking forward to this match. This feud's been going on for like, was it 2 years now? And like, Sami Callihan took the barbed wire bat and hit him over the head with it. Isn't that funny how that one accident led to a 2-year feud? It led to Eddie
Yes.
It led to Eddie Edwards becoming crazy, and it led to basically Sami Callihan becoming the draw. And if you think about it, he's like held down the fort for Impact. He's been the most talked about thing that everyone talks about. So, I mean, I think it's clear that Eddie Edwards has to win because if he doesn't,
he does.
If he doesn't win, then what was the point? Like, I feel like this has to be like the culmination of a feud. You know what I mean? Like he's gone through so much He's done through so much stuff with Ace Austin stuff, with the Tommy Dreamer stuff, where like he fought Dreamer somewhere. Like if he doesn't win this match, then what was the point of even putting this feud back up? There's no point.
Edwards.
Yup. I think Ken Shamrock will try to get involved, and somebody will come out and probably help Eddie Edwards. I was gonna say his wife, but that would make Ken Shamrock look really bad. So
it's probably gonna be his wife.
Yeah, she'll low blow him or something.
And I'm right in the cock.
Yep.
The cock.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this match though. I've actually never seen a Barbed Wire Massacre match. I'm assuming it's just a match filled with barbed wire. I mean, I don't think this is what it is, and they probably can't do this, but I would like to see the ropes like be barbed wire instead, but they probably can't do that. So, You know, that's a lot of work to like set up the ring and all that type of stuff. So, um, then we have another. This match really isn't weird. It's just, but it's an old school rules 6-man tag team match. It's gonna be Eric Young, Dina instead of Cody Dina. He's just Dina now, and Joe Doran versus Cousin Jake, Rhino, and Tommy Dreamer. So this basically has been going on since Eric Young brought Joe Doran into Impact, and the Dina brothers had an issue with him, and Cody Dina wanted to be someone that did it all on his own, and he kept getting beat down week after week by Eric Young, and then in final resolution, it was Rhino versus Eric Young. The ref took a bump, and Cody Dina turned on his cousin Jake, because he got so manipulated by Eric Young, and then it actually helped Eric Young beat Rhino. If you think about it, he never attacked Rhino though, so it's like Rhino had still lost clean technically. So
Yeah.
it was really weird because Rhino was like taking a 2-minute nap, and then all of a sudden like he still lost anyways. Like he was just, I don't know, it was really really weird. So Tommy Dreamer told cousin Jake and Rhino to do something about it. They did like this big thing where like Eric Young baptized Dina, and they basically been doing attacks and everything like that. Cousin Jake hasn't wanted to fight Dina because they're family and all that type of stuff. I like how he still has like that, I don't think, that mark on his head too, like from when he got attacked. I think it's just pretty damn funny. He got it, like it's just funny, and I didn't realize how like I used to think the Dinas were big, but I think because like Dina was always next to cousin. I didn't realize how small Dina was. I always thought he was like just as big as cousin Jake, but I didn't realize how small he was. Like, yeah, and then then that's basically it. That's basically then Tommy Dreamer came out and challenged them to this match. I really don't know where the direction's gonna go because on the one hand, Eric Young's group needs to look credible and win. But on the other hand, I wonder if they're going to have the faces win. Just because, like, the faces have gotten laid out every week and they would look really bad. But I'm actually going to... I think it's Falls Count Anywhere, they said, too.
It's old school rules.
Isn't that Falls Count Anywhere? I thought Dreamer said Falls Count.
Format, basically.
So wait a minute here. I mean, I shouldn't probably criticize this, but isn't it kind of, like, weird to have 2 matches that's basically the same stip? Like... There's what Barbed Wire Massacre. Huh?
This is like an ECW match.
Yeah. I'm gonna say like
Massacre. It's like I don't know. It's Barb. I don't know if the rings are gonna be, the ropes are gonna be replaced with barbed wire. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do, but
yeah,
it's basically the same thing, but it's a little bit different.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say like Eric Young's team will win because that group just like formed.
Yeah, it just fucking started out. They're not gonna lose.
Yeah, and they like. I don't think Cousin Jake will take the fall. I think it's going to be Rhino and Dreamer because they've made their name in the wrestling business and they can take a loss. It's not going to affect their. They've done what they've done in the wrestling business.
I think it's going to be Dina. I think it's going to be a Dina on Dina pin.
Oh really?
I think Cody Dina is going to pin Cousin Jake.
We'll see. We will see. I really like Eric Young's group though. It's very Seth Rollins Monday Night Messiah ish.
Yeah, 2 out of the 3 are fucking skinheads.
Yeah.
They're both bald.
So yeah, I think that will be interesting. I mean, it's probably going to build to Cousin Jake versus Dino in the future.
Definitely. But yeah,
and then
I think Dina's gonna. I think Cousin Jake's gonna get pinned by Cody Dina.
Yep. But I'm looking forward to that match. I'm actually pretty interested in that feud. I don't know how I feel about Joe Doran yet because I haven't really seen much of him wrestling. Cause
I literally had no fucking clue who he was.
Yeah, like because he's there to clearly fill the big man role, but it's tough to really know if he's good or not because he hasn't. I'm gonna guess he's probably very green. I know they said he's been like a legend in Japan and everything like that, but I'm just gonna guess because we've seen so little of him, that's clearly trying to hide whatever greenness he has. So
yeah, maybe I know like nothing about him.
Yeah. But I'm pretty interested in that match. All right, we're gonna go because I don't know why it's listed as number 1. It should be further down. We're gonna go to the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Title match, the vacant. This is the finals of the tournament. It's gonna be Havoc and Nevaeh versus Kayla Hogan and Tasha Steelz. I just say, boy, did NWA not use Tasha Steelz to her potential, because she's a lot better in Impact than she was, in NWA. In NWA, she was like a jobber, and in Impact, she's like doing stuff. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is the finals of the tournament. I didn't see the whole tournament, but I saw the match Havoc and Nevaeh had with Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie, and then I saw the match that Kayla Hogan and Tasha Steelz had with Jazz and Jordan Grace. And I think I saw some other match, but I don't remember it. So, it's a finals of the tournament. I'm pretty interested in this. This is basically to crown the first of the new era of the Knockouts Tag Team division. Which I'm pretty interested in. Just don't do what you did before and put it on Eric Young and ODB. Don't do that again.
Fuck yeah.
Technically, they have a rematch. They never lost the belts. Then they retired the belts, pretty much.
Yeah, they retired them.
And because Eric Young was never able to appear on TV, so they never defended the belts.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, you might call me crazy, but I'm actually gonna say Kayla Hogan and Tasha Steelz are gonna become the champions, just because they're doing more stuff on TV, and we have seen nothing weren't they a part of a storyline where they were where Hernandez was gonna knife them if they didn't give him back money and all that type of stuff. So I just think that they're doing more. I think they're more entertaining anyways. I never really got into Havoc and Nevaeh's thing, whatever that is. So, yeah, I'm going to say Kayla Hogan and Tasha Steelz are going to win and become the first ever new Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champions. What do you think?
I'm going to go the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's the way to go.
Because we've seen...
the younger...
Yeah. Because we've seen, nothing of Havoc and Nevaeh on TV except for those tournament matches. You think Hernandez is going to come out and try to knife him again?
Oh, definitely.
Yup.
Because murder's the way to go.
Yup. Let's stick with the woman, though. Let's talk about the Knockouts Championship match, where Deonna Purrazzo is going to defend against Taya Valkyrie. Obviously, Deonna Purrazzo is continuing to work her way through the Knockouts division. She's defeated women or Knockouts like Jordan Grace and Rosemary and stuff. She's a 2-time champ now, right? Because didn't she win the belt, lost, and then won it back?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And they have a whole thing going on where Su Yun is now supposed to be a lawyer or something now, or whatever she is. Well, she's not Susie, but Suzanne Yun now. So, talk about getting the most out of your character. She's been three characters now. All because of Father James Mitchell. What is it? I guess she's just gonna run through all the Susies now and stuff.
She's gonna use all the Susie names.
Yep. Isn't Roseanne a Susie name? Is she gonna be Roseanne one of the weeks now?
She's gonna be Rosie.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there's a chance Taya Valkyrie wins this belt. I think they haven't built it up enough. Susan, whatever her name is, will get involved in cost of the match, just like an Impact this week. So, yeah, I don't know where it's going though. Deonna Purrazzo's retaining the belt, and then that's it. That's just she's gonna retain the belt, and so go on and move to the next challenger. So,
and Taya Valkyrie will probably be leaving the company because her contract is up.
I keep hearing about that, and then nothing. I hear that she's gonna leave soon, and then nothing comes of it. So, but her husband is in WWE now. So, can you just imagine what it would be like to see them, Miz and Morrison, work together? That would be gold. That would be awesome. That'd be good stuff. I was gonna say, let's talk about something else weird, but I feel like we can't get any weirder than the Karate Man versus Ethan Page. So, we have Impact. We have the Impact X Division title match. It's a 3-way because apparently Impact doesn't like to say triple threat. It's Manic defending against Chris Bay and Rohit Raju. Rohit Wazoo was the champion, and then T.J. Perkins got told he couldn't challenge for the belt as long as he was the champion. So on a final resolution, he dressed up as Manic, and won the belt from him. And Chris Bay tried to say like, hey, if you unmask him, you can the belt would just come right back to you because it's obviously T.J. Perkins because the commentary mentions that he's got the same tattoos as T.J. Perkins. So Chris Bay, huh?
How convenient.
Yeah. So Chris Bay says he basically utilized this to advantage. He got a DQ victory over Manic, which allowed him to be in this match. It was really weird though, because Chris Bay went from like fighting for the world championship. Now he's like back in the X division. It's just really weird.
Didn't take long.
No, he was just a fellow opponent for Rich Swann. That's all. So it's led to this match. They've tried to unmask him. I even love the one week where they came up to T.J. Perkins backstage and tried to get him to like team up with Manic, and he's just like, "Well, me and Manic don't get along, so I'll see if we can do something." What a convenient that T.J. Perkins and Manic don't get along. How convenient is that?
Very.
And then but they teamed up with Suicide instead, and Suicide lost because Suicide he never wins. I guess.
Fat aside.
Huh?
He's fat aside. He's so fucking fat.
Can I tell you something that's funny though? It's nearly not good. I love like how his like taunts is like him pretending like he's gonna shoot himself. Like I don't know why, it just makes me laugh.
Fucking, it's not the same. That's when TJP was doing it, or when Kazarian or Daniels would do it.
Who's doing it now?
I think it's Caleb Conley.
Really? So he's
I
playing.
get up with a fat stomach. That's Caleb Conley.
Oh, but yeah, we have this match.
I was on the Twitch stream on Tuesday because I was out and about.
Yep.
And it was so fucking funny. Everyone's like, "Why is Suicide so fat?" It was 100% Caleb Conley.
Yep. Manic's winning though. I don't think there's any chance.
Manic is winning. There's going to be a community breakdown between Rohit Raju and Chris Bay, and it's going to cause Manic's into his finisher and win.
I think we're going to see like the typical format.
Feud.
We're going to see like a typical format of a triple threat match where the heels team up on the babyface, and then someone tries to win, and then it leads to like a big, like triple threat, every man for himself type of thing. So
yeah, that's not so. I hate those.
Yeah. I like it. That's why NXT, I like their format, the triple threat match, where everyone just is this in it for themselves. So
you gotta be in it for yourself. You gotta be selfish. You gotta win the title.
Yeah. But these guys are just. So what happens if like Manic gets unmasked in this match though? Just technically, is he the champion? Like, and then like is he
automatically?
What if
Manic?
So like, can T.J. Perkins not be in the match anymore? Like, is he done? Like, is he out of it because he can't challenge for the title? So
they're gonna unmask him, and it's gonna be Caleb Conley.
I'm surprised they haven't done that, but I feel like it's so tough to do that because you would have to get people that have the exact same tattoos as T.J. Perkins. So
it's gonna be Kane.
Yeah. Isn't it funny, by the way? I know this was a long time ago that Kane voted no one not wearing a mask. I know it's not supposed to be funny, but isn't that kind of funny in the sense with like his whole career and everything like that? He voted no one a mask, so. And
he had to wear a mask.
Yeah. But anyhow, yeah, let's talk about the main event, which is now weird. There's a weird show when you really break it down. Maybe I just think. Maybe it's not weird. Maybe that Karate Man Ethan Page match threw me off so much it made it weird. So,
it's very weird. It's a weird show.
Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers now are facing Rich Swann, Chris Sabin, and Moose. I mean, I was already gonna pick the, Gallows, Anderson, and Omega anyways because I feel like this Omega storyline being on Impact is long not over. It's here to stay. But now I think there's no there's gonna be some friction between Moose and Rich Swann, which allows Omega and the Good Brothers to win because now now there's an easy story there to tell.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think because there's just no. I just think it would make Gallows, Anderson, and Omega look really bad if they lost. Unless that's the way Impact wants to get back at Tony Khan for all these paid ads. It's like, we're gonna make your guys. We're gonna make Omega's taking the fall, but against
Omega's taking the fall in a squash.
Yep, that would be great. No, but that's not gonna happen. Omega and the Good Brothers are gonna win, and then Don Callis won't stop talking about it. They'll talk about it every week, and
or he'll just come out on Tuesday and cut the same promo he's been cutting.
Well, who are you picking to win? Are you picking?
He's the invisible hand.
Yeah. Are you picking Omega and the Good Brothers? Or are you picking the feet? Well, the face / heels.
I'm picking the hand signal.
Is that, I guess, that's Omega and the Good Brothers. So, that's all. That's Impact. We got more stuff to talk about though. We gotta talk about some more Dynamite stuff. Talk about this Inner Circle stuff because I love it. MJF being in the Inner Circle, I absolutely love. When I had seen it, I was like, okay, this is gonna be kind of weird because I always thought like having Jericho and MJF like in the same storylines together was always gonna be like a conflict of interest because they're supposed to be like the biggest heels of the company, and you really want to try to keep your big heels separate, but it's actually worked really well. There's been some dissension going on with the Inner Circle, which is probably leading to like a full dissension eventually, but they're slow playing it.
Yeah, it makes sense to slow play it.
They did like one thing where like Jericho like had like an initiation or whatever where like they were gonna decide whether they were gonna stay together or be separate, and they all decided to stick together. But I think like Hager fought
he fought
Wardlow, and he lost. Wardlow won, and MJF though has been trying to get on the good side of the Inner Circle, where he went up to like Proud and Powerful and talked about like how he went through the same thing that Ortiz went through when his dad or whatever died of whatever Ortiz's dad did, which is obviously a lie because it's MJF. That's where you do a good. See that's where you do it good. By the way, like even though he just died, like MJF like talked about it in a way where he's lying, but he said it in a way like where he didn't wink or nothing. So they made it seem like he was being legit. And then MJF went up to Hager and wished him luck, and Hager says, I was gonna knock your ass out, but now we're cool. So
yeah,
and now this week, so now this week, and Jericho and MJF have been working well together as like a tag team. They beat Top Flight recently. Who really thought Top Flight was winning that match? Nobody. I wasn't one of them. No, you weren't.
It wasn't like a Top Flight.
Yeah.
What if it was a bottom tier?
And then, now they did their New Year's resolutions this year, and Chris Jericho got called out ever so rightly for being a tag team slut.
The tag team slut.
Because he's teamed up with Hager, he's teamed up with Sami Guevara, and he's teamed up with MJF. So he has every right to do that. So now we're gonna have a triple threat tag team match with the Inner Circle members, Jericho and MJF, Proud and Powerful, and Hager and Guevara, and whoever wins will be like the tag team of the Inner Circle. So
it's a tag team slut.
Yep. I wonder who's gonna win that match. It's clearly not gonna be Proud and Powerful. It's clearly not gonna be Guevara, and I guess it's gonna be. I don't know why I said that. If I know who's gonna win, I don't know. But I'm actually I'm interested to see. And I'm wondering if it's gonna lead to like MJF like taking over the Inner Circle and ousting Jericho out of the group and taking over leadership. Because that's what I think is going to happen. They're going to do the Bullet Club thing where every time someone got signed to WWE, whoever like the next top star of the Bullet Club would kick out the guy that got signed by WWE. So I wonder the same thing's going to happen here. And I'm actually pretty interested because I really want to see a face Jericho in AEW. I think that could be great.
It'd be interesting. For sure.
Because we haven't.
I think it's going to end up being maybe Jericho and Guevara that are out.
Okay, yeah, that could happen.
And the
Yeah,
Less Sex Gods tag team.
yeah, that could be
Will be-
interesting.
and then faces, and then the inner circle. MJF would be the new leader.
Yup. Because that's clearly what's gonna MJF is clear.
Or maybe they kick out Hager too, because they already have the heavy.
Yup.
And Ward would be Jericho, Hager, and Guevara as their own group against the inner circle. Maybe the inner circle adds like some other members.
Basically you we're going NWO Black and Wolfpack basically with this is what you're trying to say. Like where
yeah.
But it'd be better because it's not like every member of the Watts was in the inner circle.
Yeah.
Like in
I mean, you could feel like you could add like Dynasty members. You could add Alex Hammerstone.
Yup.
I forget the other person now. But his two Dynasty members.
Yup.
From ML.
Yeah, you could. But I mean, I am pretty interested. I mean, this is something that we're not going to talk about. This is not something we're going to. Huh?
Richard Holiday and Alex Hammerstone.
Yeah, but this isn't something we're going to talk about. I don't think for a while though. Like I think next week.
I don't think it's going to be.
Next week we'll have the match and Jericho and MJF will win. And do they get the tag titles, or do you think they're not going to put the tag titles on them?
And if they do, I think it's going to be like a free bird rule kind of thing.
Yep.
Because that would only really make sense, like because they are a stable, so all members should hold the titles technically.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm interested in all the inner circle stuff. It's pretty damn great. And then I'm also interested in a weird way. I'm interested in the Miro, Kip Sabian stuff. I did say in the chat this week because this is the first time I've seen Miro in the storyline. I am kind of disappointed. Like I thought Miro would be a bigger deal in AEW than he is, but maybe they're saving that because the main event scene's pretty loaded right now. So, you don't want to throw
a bigger deal than he was. I'm not digging the gimmick.
It's better than yeah. It's not. He I will say he is making it work in some ways though. Like but and they are making him look like a monster. Like when he took out like all those security members and stuff like a few weeks ago. Yeah. So I would just prefer like the pairing of Kip Sabian and Miro just does not work for me. So
gamers.
Huh?
They're gamers.
Yep. Although I am interested to see what's going to happen now with Chuck Taylor being like the butler now of Miro. I think that could be pretty entertaining stuff. Orange Cassidy though, like I feel bad for him. He just lost his friends now. Like
he's friendless.
Yeah, it's really weird. The commentary though, they made it seem like Chuck Taylor and him aren't going to be friends now. They're just like, oh, they can't talk.
Best friends per se.
Yeah. They can't talk or nothing now, though, apparently. Like, did you see how sad Orange Cassidy was when Chuck Taylor lost? Like,
he has no friends. He's friendless.
I mean, I don't think he was really sad, though. He looked, I don't know. It's Orange Cassidy. You gotta kind of go with it sometimes. He's his own man, so.
He shows little emotion.
Yep. Let's talk about other things that are going on. Let's talk about everything that's going on with Pac and Eddie Kingston and Lance Archer because I love that storyline. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Pac came back and got taken out by Eddie Kingston, and it led to Lance Archer being in the group for a bit, which is really weird because I really love face Lance Archer. I think it really works.
Sure.
I love how like Lance Archer and Pac can't get along about who wants to take out Eddie Kingston. I love it. Yeah, it led to a match this week where Pac won. And Lance Archer came out and said we got to get on the same page, pretty much. So I'm interested. I think it's leading to either a triple threat match, or a match between like Lance Archer and Pac or something.
I think it's going to lead to a match between I think Pac and Lance Archer.
That could do that too. It's really weird though because Eddie Kingston's not gonna because he lost this week. I don't see him like beating Lance Archer in a match. So he's got to win something. Like he can't just he can't become up. He can't be a guy that comes out and I mean since he's so great on the mic, I think they could take advantage of that. But I think he's got to win some matches. He can't lose every week. I know I know you love it when people lose though. So
yes, oh my God, it's the best.
Yep.
He should be a jobber now.
He should be the guy. He should be one of the guys in AEW Doc now.
All the time, never being on Dynamite.
Yep. No, but I like that type of stuff. I think it's good. And then I also like everything going on with the TNT Championship. I like Darby Allin being the champion. I loved when the Team Taz is trying to get the FTW title recognized by AEW, which isn't gonna happen, never.
It sucks.
Huh?
It sucks.
And I guess you're not a fan of it.
It's literally the worst fucking thing ever.
Worse than the Divas Championship?
Oh, 100%.
I need an explanation here. Why is that worse than the Divas Championship?
It just sucks. It's an awful championship.
Go tell that to Taz and Brian Cage, then you'll get put in the Taz mission. So.
Well, right to his stupid face.
Yeah, but Cody's wasn't having any of that, and then he threw a jab at how he trained his son, and then led to his son joining Team Taz somehow. I don't really know how that happened.
I don't know. Just one day they were like, "Hey, Hook's now in with Team Taz."
Yep.
Okay. No storyline behind it.
I don't have an issue with Will Hobbs being there, but his son, it just feels like they have him there because it's his son. That's it. And then it led to the debut of Stin, which was awesome. I like that we don't really know why he's there yet. He's being very mysterious about it. It looks like he's going to try to be the coach of, or the manager, whatever, of Darby Allin, because he did say him and Darby Allin are very similar. I even loved when he said that, Darby Allin was sitting in the audience or whatever. I think that was great. It led to this great TNT Championship match that Darby Allin and Brian Cage had. It was absolutely awesome this week. Darby Allin won, and because of Stin, he hit Ricky Starks in the throat with a baseball bat. And I even love how Taz is not happy with the snow. He hates the snow. I don't blame him. I don't hate the snow too.
I mean, he thought he could escape it.
Yep.
Florida, from being from New York.
I really love too how they protect Brian Cage. When he loses, he doesn't lose fair and square. He always loses.
He did lose fair and square.
No, he's only lost to Moxley and Darby Allin this week, so I think that's pretty damn cool stuff. I don't know what Stin's role is going to be in AEW because I hear he can wrestle if he wants to wrestle. So maybe they're going to do a 6-man tag with Cody, Darby Allin, Stin versus Team Taz minus his son and Taz, obviously. That could be interesting.
I want Hook in there taking the goddamn pinfall.
You want who to take the pinfall?
I want his son Hook getting his ass in that fucking ring and eating the pin in embarrassing fashion.
No, but I like this stuff. I like all of it. What do you think of all this stuff?
It's I love Darby Allin.
Yup, me too. Yeah, I love that.
Although they are making it very old very quickly. Because he's literally done the same thing every week.
Yeah, I could do without that. I think next week. I'm trying to think. Yeah, because the first week he came out, that was fine, and then the next week he came out and was about to get interviewed. That was different at least. And then I think the last 3 weeks. The last 3 weeks he's done the same thing. I think he's come out and helped Darby Allin against Team Taz. So kind of freshen it up.
A little bit different.
You gotta freshen it up a little bit. Let's hope they do. Also this week, Heyman Adam Page said he's gonna give Dark Order an answer about whether or not he's gonna join the group. They think he's gonna.
I want him to.
Yeah, me too.
I'm all on that Adam Hangman Page to Dark Order train.
But I think Dark Order should turn face. I know, it would seem weird. Huh?
I think they pretty much did.
Yeah, it seems like they've turned face.
Because how can you hate that group?
I know, yeah.
Come on. They have all the sympathy in the world.
Yeah, they just lost their leader.
Their leader just fucking died.
Yeah.
Like, how can you hate that group?
Yep.
Like, I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck is like? I can't hate them.
No. I think Heyman Page could be great. Oh, can you imagine too if the Elite turn heel? It's the Dark Order versus the Elite now with the Dark Order as the face with Heyman Page leading the group.
I think it'd be Hangman with Silver and Reynolds. I think that's going to be the team.
They have to turn face now. I think that would be a miss. Like that tag match where John Silver and Alex Reynolds teamed up with Heyman Page to face Hardy and not the Street Profits, Private Party. That was that was great.
That was the Hardy Party.
Yeah, I almost said the street. I confused. Apparently, the Street Profits are Private Party now. I guess so.
They're pretty much the same fucking thing.
So, but I'm looking forward to see what happens. I hope he joins next week. And can you? I think I could just imagine like a great match with Heyman teaming up with Silver and Reynolds to face either Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers or Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, or Kenny Omega and nobody. So
Omega and the Bucks probably.
Yeah.
That would make the most sense because they're the ones that kicked him out of the group to begin with.
Yep. Poor guy. He didn't even do anything wrong. He did nothing.
He's just wrong. Poor guy. He just wanted to drink some alcohol. What's so wrong with that?
Let's talk about like some good things. The tag division's still pretty awesome. Can we just get rid of the Acclaim though? I'm not digging that gimmick. It's not for me.
I think it's stupid.
Huh?
Wow, they can rap. Amazing.
Yep.
John Cena.
They basically said that like one of the weeks on Dynamite too. Like
John Cena can rap.
Yeah. I like TH2 though, they're cool.
I like Jack Evans. I mean I like them both, but like the tag team itself is an iffy for me.
I like the Bucks as tag champs. I think that's working. I love this week the FTR Jungle Boy versus Marco Stunt. I really like that.
FTR looked like they were 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
And Marco looked like he was fucking 1 foot tall.
I think the criticism for Marco Stunt needs to stop though, where everyone says it's unbelievable that he can wrestle these people because it's not like he's body slamming them and beating the crap out of them. He's using his smarts and quickness to beat these people up. So I think that's just people.
Midget.
That's just people that just can't accept that the wrestling business is changing, and you need to learn to accept it.
I'm not accepting anything.
I mean, the same people that are saying that, why weren't they saying that about Spike Dudley years ago? You know what I mean?
Don't accept it.
You don't have a reason. You got nothing.
Fight. Stick to your guns.
And then I like the fact that SCU are doing a thing now where the next time they lose a match, they're gonna break up as a team, which is gonna be sad because they're gonna lose at some point, and they're probably gonna lose to the Young Bucks for the tag team titles. So that's probably gonna lead to either Daniels stop wrestling completely or both of them stop wrestling. So what's going on with Scorpio Sky? Is he out of SCU now?
I have no fucking clue what is going on with Scorpio Sky.
Because he's doing his own thing, and he's not in the group.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's doing.
It's not on Dynamite. Isn't it funny? If he is out of the group, he can't even get on Dynamite now. He did a whole storyline back in the summer where he talking about he was gonna kick the door down, and Dog's not my. Apparently, it is his ceiling because he can't get off Doc now. So
they kicked the door down. Okay, what is he gonna do next? Is he gonna kick the door down again?
Yep. I'll tell you something that's funny though. Since I'm watching past Dynamite stuff and the stuff at the same time, some of the stuff I get confused about because I forget that in the version I'm watching at least right now, Allie hasn't joined back up with the Butcher and the Blade, so I'm confused when she doesn't come out with them. So
you're in a time warp.
Yep. I'm in a time warp. I'm gonna get confused that Brandy's wrestling back then and not you know, being like, wait, you're pregnant, and supposed to be wrestling right now. I mean, I won't get confused about that. I think it was just, I just forgot. That's all. So, um, but anyhow, no. Let's talk about the biggest criticism. Dynamite was nearly a perfect show this week up until one segment like made it not a perfect show. It was like a A plus, and now it's like just an A. Yeah. When I would see your messages about the Britt Baker segments, I used to think like, because I hadn't seen these segments yet. I used to think you were just being petty. But yeah, no. Yeah, these Britt Baker waiting room segments are not good. That's all I have to say about it. Like this, unless I just watched it on a bad week.
They are just not funny.
No.
Like her gimmick is just not funny to me. Like I just don't think she's even remotely funny.
Some of the stuff is funny.
I don't think she's funny even at all. 0% funny. Like she went from being a bland dentist to someone who does forced comedy.
Yep.
And forced comedy doesn't get laughs.
And now, Cody Rhodes was on the waited room. I don't think Cody Rhodes got a sentence out, did he? I don't even think he said anything. Like,
I don't even know. I don't think he did.
There was literally no reason for him. I even said there was literally no point of him being on that show this week because literally it was to hype a feud up that they can't even do now.
The one fucking thing about it that also pisses me off is Rebel. Like another one. Like it's not funny. Whatever she does is not funny.
Yep.
Not even remotely funny. I know she's trying to be funny.
Yep.
And they're trying to have her be this awkward, funny person, but it's not even remotely funny. None of the stuff she does is funny. Ever. Not one single time she's been funny.
Nope. And then they all built it up to Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker, and Britt Baker's not happy about it because I guess she could try to negotiate with Tony to not get that match, but it's happening. So it was really weird because like they like because like that feud kind of because they did the whole thing with Red Velvet and like that person that's like with Shaq somehow, and then they just cut to that. Like it was like it was so weird. Like they like. And then they did I did like the NWA Women's Title match with Ty Conti versus Serena Deeb. That was good. Just felt like there was no purpose behind it. Really, it just felt like they were just having a match just for the sake of having a match.
There was no point.
Typical AEW Women's Division 101. At least I can say this though. There's at least more storylines than just one, but it just it also feels really weird that the NWA Women's Division is on Dynamite, but like the
Women's Division isn't.
Yeah, it's just really weird. Like that, and it's also really weird, like because they talk about the ranking system. Technically, the NWA Women's title is not involved with it, but Serena Deeb's somehow like in the ranking somehow. So it's like really weird. I would say just focus on one division. Not I feel like the NWA Women's title should like it's fine being there, but you need to have your own title there. I think like your own title should be a bigger priority than the NWA one.
Oh, for sure.
If you're gonna get any title, by the way, like why not get the actual like NWA like world title too? You know what I mean? Like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because especially too, like we still need a Cody versus Nick Aldis 3. We haven't gotten they haven't gotten a third match yet. And technically, because Cody can challenge for that belt, because technically that doesn't go against him not challenging for the AEW World Championship. So you got to think about that type of stuff.
Well, we don't have to think about it at all.
Let's see. Anything else on like Impact in it? What do you think about the women's division? You didn't really get to talk about it as a whole.
As a whole?
Yeah, as a whole.
It's god awful.
Yeah, it's garbage.
They don't care about it. I
feel like they should have waited like I know that a lot of people went out due to injuries, and then they had the pandemic, and like most of the women that they signed are there, but they should have maybe like either waited a year or waited to actually like either they could have the division, but I feel like they rushed crowning a champion, and then I mean honestly, for the fantasy booking series, I think you could do the women's division for AEW. So that's the only thing that they've really messed up really badly. So
horribly bad, horrifically bad.
It's just really sad because like it's the one thing they promised that like would be better than WWE's, and somehow WWE has done theirs better. So
and they fucking failed at it miserably.
Are you talking about
AEW's women's division?
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, and then that's it. We're not going to talk about the Brody tribute show because we're going to save that for the aftershock corner when we talk about things we missed in 2020 because it would feel more right to talk about it there. And the only other thing I want is there anything at Impact that we missed? I do want to talk about some things at Impact real quick. The Super X Cup was pretty damn great on Genesis. I like the fact that Ace Austin won it, but and they had like a nice tournament. You didn't see it, so you can't really talk about it. Jordan Grace and Jazz had a really good match on Impact because they had like a student versus teacher match. It's really weird because they made it seem like one was going to go heel, but nobody went heel. So I don't know if that's just a storyline they're building or if that's just going to be Jazz's last match in the company or period. So we'll have to wait and see on that one.
Definitely.
Yeah, what else went on Impact?
I think we covered everything.
Ace Rivera is trying to get like his tag team partner like out of jail because to clear his name. So that's a thing. I wish it wasn't a thing, but it is a thing. They're doing a thing now with like someone has like $12,000 and it's being passed around. I think Tasha Steelz and Kara Hogan have it, but now Johnny Swinner has it. And he hasn't spent the money yet. I don't know what he's planning on. Johnny Swinner's gimmick's just so bad. He's like stuck in the 1980s and he doesn't even know anything about. Like, did he get hit in the head with a chair or something like Eric Young, where like he thought like he had like I don't know. I feel like that needs to just stop right now.
It's bad, but I think we covered everything on.
Yeah, it's everything.
Even AEW also too.
Yep, except Doc. We did have a Doc, but we didn't see Doc, so we can't cover it. I'm just gonna guess though. Even though I didn't see it, there was probably like 5 squash matches in a row, couple good matches, and then like a big main event match at the end. I'm just gonna guess that's what happened. So, huh?
Definitely.
Maybe it didn't happen though. Maybe it was maybe they had like another Joey Janela Kenny Omega street fight or whatever. So
maybe they didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, we got nothing left to talk about. Absolutely nothing. Not one thing. So we gotta plug our stuff. And maybe you have something to plug this time. You got something to plug, and you got nothing this time.
Do I have something to plug? Do I have something to provide to this channel for them to go and see me? Do I?
They won't see you. They technically won't see you though.
Fucking description.
Yup.
All I'm gonna say.
Yup. No, but yeah, you can watch other stuff that me and Chris are gonna do. We're gonna do another episode of the Rundown. I don't know when yet. Where we're gonna cover Hard to Kill. We're gonna cover Impact and then Dynamite. We might do that Thursday. No, we won't. We'll do it Friday. That's when we're doing it. We went Friday. We're gonna record it Friday, anyways. Because I might.
Could be up. Could be up Friday. Could be up 3 years from now. You never know.
Because I forgot to when we did the channel update video, I forgot to upload it, so I did it the next day. So you might see it the next day. And then we're gonna do the aftershock corner. We can't do it Friday actually. I'll tell you why in a second. But we're gonna do the aftershock corner at some point. We might do. since the Rumble's like not this week now, we might be doing a weekend rundown. You might be busy this weekend with recordings, so you better not be doing anything that day.
Sunday I am.
What are you doing Sunday?
My brother's coming over.
What time?
Like 2:00.
We can do it at noon like we did before. And look, you could be off even earlier because you don't gotta go anywhere. You don't gotta get ready because it'll be
gonna like hit that end. I'm gonna hit that end.
But
push it. It's gonna end.
Yeah. No, but when I do the aftershock corner, we're gonna talk about all things WWE. Our first topic of things we missed in wrestling in 2020 is actually going to be pretty sad. We're going to talk about all the wrestlers that passed away that we know about anyways from last year. And then we're going to talk about an unpopular wrestling opinion that we have, and I'm going to go first. And then, it's even better, Chris, because
Does it?
you're not going to be here for not for you, but for me it does. Because you won't want to be there for it. Stephen Coakley is going to make his return to the Wrestling Fortune 44 channel.
Coke Daddy?
Yup. But you won't be there because it's a fantasy booking series and you don't like those, so you can't be here for it. He's going to do a booking of a universe where Goldberg stayed with WWE after WrestleMania 20. So that could be interesting. See what he comes up with. Let's hope he doesn't kill somebody this time. So, I can't make any promises though, because it is Goldberg in the ring. So he almost killed somebody, because Goldberg's almost killed somebody at Saudi Arabia. So, but yeah, you're all going to be on for that. You probably won't be able to talk a lot because it's Steve's booking. But if you want to see Steve, that's the way you can see him. But
I don't see him.
But yeah, we're gonna do a fantasy booking of how do you think you can make a prediction? How do you think that fantasy booking will go with Steve booking Goldberg if he stayed with WWE in 2004?
Someone's gonna die.
We'll do a quick trivia question, then we'll end the video. Well then do you remember who he killed in the first fantasy booking he did?
Shamo.
No, he didn't kill. He killed the Undertaker. Well, technically, he killed the Undertaker. Remember, because he had Roman Reigns.
I thought he killed Sheamus by giving a world's strongest slam off the top rope.
Maybe he killed. Maybe he's done both.
What a downright killer.
Yep. But I'm just saying, like, if Steve's booking something, you're damn well gonna die. It's unavoidable. So, I still love I know this is off topic, but I still love it that he thought the Wyatt family were called the Watts.
The Watt family, baby. Let's go. They're a bunch of Watts.
I want him now to book. You realize now Bray Wyatt is an electrician that has multiple personality disorder now.
Oh shit.
I want him to book like a storyline though where the Wyatts are the Watts. Like that's a gimmick now that they're electricians.
They're for Watts.
Hey, you're still welcome to do a fantasy booking yourself. The option's still out there. So
Still, it could potentially happen.
we're still on that. We're still on potentially.
Potentially.
Actually, we're not even on potentially. It's could potentially happen, which means we're not quite there yet. Other channels you can check out is Owen the Talkinator. We're gonna do some videos there. Just go watch them, and then you can do the same for CM Brothers. Just go watch those. I don't need to say what's on there. You can just go. You can just click the description, and it will be there. So it'll take you right to the channel, and
Goodbye to the channel.
Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. We have nothing left to talk about, not one thing. I try to get all the stuff I'm going to talk about with Chris because you guys don't know it. But off camera, when I hit stop recorded, he just leaves. Once the show's over, we don't talk outside the show. It's like the old Google Hangout days where we couldn't have a conversation afterwards. So
It wasn't fucking allowed.
yeah, he's kept that tradition going. So
all the time, all day, every day.
yeah. but I'm gonna hit stop right now. Let's see. Ready? Yeah, I'm gonna do a countdown. 3, 2, 1.